He was 28 years old, a working-class kid who never went to university. And in days, he destroyed a bank older than America itself. Barings had survived the Napoleonic Wars. It helped finance the Louisiana Purchase. It banked the Queen. 233 years of history. Gone. Nick Leeson was born in Watford, England in 1967. His father was a plasterer. Money was always tight. But Nick was sharp, ambitious, and hungry to rise. He took a job in the back office of a London bank. He was good with numbers, even better with people. In 1989, he joined the famous Barings Bank. Then came the chance that changed everything. Barings sent him to Singapore to run a new trading desk. At 25, Nick Leeson was finally somebody. He traded futures on the Nikkei, Japan's stock index. And at first, he looked like a genius. Profits poured in. Barings made him their star. London adored him and asked very few questions. But London missed one dangerous detail. In Singapore, Nick ran the trading and the bookkeeping. He placed the bets, and he marked his own homework. Because hidden in the bank's systems was a secret. A single account that would bring an empire down. To understand the fall, you must understand one account. It was called the 88888 account. In much of Asia, 8 is the luckiest number. For Nick, it became the unluckiest of all. It began as an error account to fix small mistakes. Every trading desk has one, completely normal. But Nick started using it to hide something else. Losses. His losing trades swept out of sight. When a junior colleague lost £20,000, he buried it in the account to protect her. That, he later said, was where it all began. Because hiding one loss meant hiding the next. And to cover them, he made bigger and bigger bets. He told London he was making a fortune, profits the bank never actually had. London wired him more money to keep trading. Hundreds of millions, for profits that did not exist. Nobody back home checked the math. Nick was a one-man show, with no one watching. By the end of 1994, the hole was enormous. Over £200 million, hidden from the world. He was trapped. To escape, he had to win big. So in January 1995, Nick made the bet of his life. He bet that Japan's market would stay perfectly calm. He bet hundreds of millions that the Nikkei would not move. A bet that needed the whole world to stand still. And for a few days, it did. Then, at 5:46 in the morning, on January 17th, the city of Kobe was torn apart by an earthquake. Over 6,000 people died. Japan was in shock, and the markets Nick bet on went into freefall. Every hour, his hidden losses grew by millions. A sane trader would have confessed and walked away. Nick did the opposite. He doubled down. He bought more, trying to force the market back up. One man fighting an entire collapsing market. The market did not care. It kept falling. By February, the account held a monstrous secret. The losses had doubled, then doubled again. £827 million, more than the entire bank was worth. On February 23rd, the walls closed in. Nick knew the truth was about to surface, so he and his wife simply ran. He left a note on his desk. It read simply, "I'm sorry." Then he vanished into the night. In London, an executive finally opened the books. The profits were fake. The losses were real and vast. Barings had no money left. The bank was already dead. Frantic bankers begged for a rescue. None came. On February 26th, Barings was declared insolvent. The Queen's own bank, broken by a single man. Nick Leeson was now the most wanted man in finance. He fled through Malaysia, then Thailand. Finally, he boarded a flight back toward Europe. But police were waiting in Frankfurt.
The golden boy was led away in handcuffs.
He was extradited to Singapore to face justice.
In December 1995, Nick Leeson pleaded guilty.
He had deceived auditors and forged documents.
The judge sentenced him to 6.5 years.
He served it in the notorious Changi prison. Inside, he was diagnosed with colon cancer. His wife divorced him. His health collapsed.
Many believed he would not survive.
Barings, the bank, was finished forever. A Dutch bank, ING, bought the whole thing.
For the grand price of £1 single pound.
Thousands lost their jobs. Investors and bondholders lost fortunes. The collapse shook the entire financial world.
And it exposed a terrifying truth about banking. One person, unchecked, could destroy an institution.
Released in 1999, Nick Leeson became strangely famous. He wrote a book. They made a film about him.
The man who broke the bank became a celebrity.
Barings did not fall because of one bad bet. It fell because a system trusted but never verified.
Nick controlled the trades and the records. That was the flaw.
Real oversight means the player
can never be the one keeping the score.
When profits look too perfect, ask the hard question.
Who is checking, and what are they not being told?
If this story gripped you, subscribe to The Fraud Terrain. And tell us, which case should we investigate next?